Hi guys, Squall here. Welcome to another episode of Car Mechanic Sim. Now, I've done a little bit more grinding. If you look top right, we're now level 11, which brings us one step closer to level 12, which is what we need to get for this. So we can actually unlock more expansion in the garage. So we've got that in the mix. That's coming soon. So I did a few jobs just to grind some cash and stuff. We've actually got 54 grand now, which is quite a lot of money. And if you actually look on the map, we've got some cool things. We've got the racetrack has opened up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barns that we can go to. 6 barns. We've got an abandoned airport we can go to. Our garage, parking, the car salon, test track, all kinds of stuff. Literally all kinds of stuff. So at some point we're going to have to go to one of these barns, I think, and recover the salvage. Try and see if there's anything that's worth buying that we might want to then do up. I don't know. The world's our oyster here. Lots of options. First thing I'm going to do, though, is do another story mode, try and grind that level 12, and expand our garage. So let's have a look at the story mode job, which is this one. Good afternoon. I had a small accident on the express road. An 18-wheeler pushed me off the road. Yeah, right. I know that the car does not look so great, but I cannot afford anything else right now. It seems it just needs to run. The Bolt Chapman. Alright. Let's figure this thing out. Wow. It actually looks like there's a light mist. Whoa! Dude! Dude, what did you do? Oh my god, look at the state of that. It really did push him off the road. The entire side of his car is missing. Well, this is going to get interesting. Yikes. A whole load of things need doing to it. Front headlight. Right headlight, front right door, rear right door, fender, windows. Wow. And then who knows what on earth is wrong with this thing. Let's see if we can take it on the test. I don't even know if it's going to start. It is apparently allowing us to take it on the test track. So at least we're going to find out something about this car. Oh, listen to that. Oh, it's disgusting. The RPM gauge has no red line, have you noticed? Oh god, oh god. Cheese brakes. Oh, this is... Oh my life, the suspension is awful. Dude, this is going to cost a fortune. You'd actually be better off just scrapping this thing. Nippy though, actually, once it gets going. So I'm thinking, did I miss something? Apparently I missed the slalom test. How did what? Apparently I didn't do the slalom test. I thought I did. Hang on, it's back over here somewhere. This way, I think. Okay, let's do that again. I obviously wasn't paying any attention. Or I didn't. Maybe I just didn't hit those two as I went through it, and I didn't realise. Oh well. More chance to drive this fun car. I'm thinking all the right-hand side's going to be wrecked, like all the wheels are going to be done over. Sway bars and all kinds of things are going to be broken. Maybe even some exhaust damage by the sound of it. Jeez. There we go. Alright, let's have a look at the damage. Hopefully identify the parts. There's bound to be some that it won't identify, of course. But at least we'll have a good list. We'll probably start taking all the wheels off the right-hand side and things like that. Come on, give me the list. Whoa. Okay, look at that. Front spring, 0%. The solid rear drive axle. Eek. Sway bar front end link B. Yeah, expected that. The leaf spring plates are gone. Expected that. The outer tire and inner tire. Yeah, this is probably all going to be down the right-hand side as well. Let's have a look at the minimum percentage that it wants things to be. Okay, minimum 100%. There's also a bunch of parts that it's not discovered yet. So a quick overview. Yeah, look at that. He's absolutely nailed the suspension down here. It's absolutely wrecked, and even at the back there. But then, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff which has not been identified as well. So let's get the car on the lifter. Let's pop all of the wheels off. Yeah, I can see the wheels are wrecked on this side. Let's have a look at that side. Yeah, the wheels look reasonably okay on that side. Doubt they're going to appear on the list of things to fix. Okay, so let's get to work here. I'm hoping this is going to be worth enough XP to... Whee, what just happened, camera? To punt us into the next level. The more I look at this, the more damage I'm starting to see, you know. Okay, wheel hub cap needs to come off. Condition unknown. Can we actually identify that? Yeah, that's 13%. Let's assume all of this right-hand side's coming out for now. Let's take this out as well. Knuckle cover's coming off. The steering knuckle is completely wrecked. Yep, the whole right side of the car is coming off, basically. And then we're going to have to buy a bunch of parts to replace. This is not a quick job. We've got to do that from the lifter. Suspension arm's going to come off. Maybe we'll get lucky and repair some stuff as well. Can we get that tie rod done? Get the tie rods inner and outer. That looks like it's in okay condition. This is going to have to come off, of course. But we're going to have to do that underneath the car. Pretty much everything off that side now that we can do from this point onwards. Let's we're going to have to take this off, of course, to get to the springs. This is like mass surgery. Honestly, it's just not worth it for this car. This is the point where the insurance company just goes, yeah, scrap it. Let's see. Now, they don't look too bad, actually. Possibly, I'm thinking the bushings might be done over. Let's have a look at the examine. Can be tested on the test pass. Oh, God's sake. Right, take it out. And then put it back in. 46%. Did it identify those or not? Brake pads. Let's see. It didn't identify those as a potential part to be done, so I'm thinking it doesn't need it. So we'll leave that for now. Let's go and have a look at the back here. That looks pretty bad. 46%. We take that off and look at the car status. Not seeing anything there that needs to be done. The drum cylinder, 46. Shock absorber. The problem is we need to get to a point where all the parts are identified, and then we know what we're dealing with. Take the drum out. Oh, that doesn't look good either. 2%. Oh my god. Okay. Let's pop that out of that. This looks a bit wrecked as well. We've also got all the leaf suspension off. Got to get it on the lifter. Right. So we're pretty much at the point now. We're going to have to pop this up one more step. Let's get this. Oh, come on, camera. Get this off of here. Buckle can come out. Do we need to take the steering rack? That's the question. Can be examined by taking off the car. Sway bar front end is held up by the outer tyre stuff. Let's get that off there. Okay, do we need to take this off? I'm thinking not at the moment. 46%. It's difficult to know at the moment if it wants this or not. I'm kind of tempted to just take it off anyway. Because if it does need it, it'll at least identify it in the list. Come back over here now. Steering rack. I'm going to pop this bushing out of here. These are suspiciously all on 46%, which to me implies no, they don't need to be fixed. Steering rack 46% again. Let's have a look at that. Okay, we're nailing down the list now. Look at this. We are getting there. This is going to be a big order. 2 parts not identified so far on this list. Plus all the stuff that we're going to have to buy brand new. Let's come back here because we know there's some leafy stuff that's not done yet. Get that off there. Let's get the plates off. Let's get the arm off. And then I'm thinking possibly over here. Rear shock absorber. Let's put that back on. 46%. I'm going to assume that the 46% thing means you don't need to replace this part. 1 part not discovered. 1 part, guys. So the other one was the sway bar front end link B. Could it be... Let's see what we've got on this side here. Let's get all this off. Leave no stone unturned here. Just get all the bits like that. Let's try and work our way over here with the camera. And guessing this is on 46%. Okay. So what is the missing ingredient then? Is it on the back? The springs look very, very orange. Let's pop this out. This thing got rammed off the road. It's going to be something pretty physical. But I would suspect it would be on the right-hand side, not the left. It could be something in the suspension here. Because this is like a component thing. Is that anything? Part not discovered. Part not discovered. Could it be the knuckle? The knuckle looks nasty. Yeah, it was the... Was it the knuckle? Welcome. It was one of these, yeah. Right, okay. That's good, because it means that everything that we have on us is what we need. Now, let's get our new items here. And then we've got everything. We'll repair what we've got, or what we can. We'll buy new items to replace the ones we've got, and then we'll buy these as well. And then we've got everything we need, and just literally reassemble everything. So we're going to need 1 right side headlight, and we're going to need both right-hand doors and the front fender. Okay, let's see if we can do that. So we probably need to go to the body shop for this. No, I don't want to buy that. Front. No, headlights. Ah. We need to get it for this particular model. That makes sense. Let's see, what model is this? This is a Bolt Chapman. So we're going to have to look for the Bolt Chapman. That's better. And then we want the right headlight. We know that we want the right rear door. Which is that one. And the right front door, which is that one. We know that we need the front right door window to go with it, and we know that we need the rear right door window, which is this one, to go with that. We also want the front right fender, which is this one. So let's have a look at our list. So right headlight, front right door, front right fender, right window, and the right side mirror. That was the only one I missed. The right side mirror, which is this one. Okay, so that's the new parts done. Don't need to worry about them. Now, can we repair anything? Nope, we can't repair a single thing. Huge sigh, because that means we now have a monster things to... Actually. Double wishbone shock absorber. Something ain't right here either, look. 8%. I think we're going to have to take apart. This one looks okay, that's 46%. This one, 8%. We better separate that and fix that component. So we want this one. Oh wow, look at that. Crikey. That's basically just an entire new shock, isn't it? That is wrecked. In fact, what is even the point of separating that? Front spring, front shock absorber cap, and a double wishbone shock absorber. This is a shopping list from hell right here. Shock, let's see. Front shock absorber. Wait. Double wishbone. Front shock absorber cap, front spring, and double wishbone shock absorber. Okay, front shock absorber cap. We wanted a front spring, and we wanted a double wishbone shock absorber. Presumably this one, because it's not the rear. Okay, so if we now assemble that, we should be able to go bang, 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 and create ourselves an entire replacement for the front shock. It did say that everything had to be replaced 100%. Okay, so we've got a brand new one, double wishbone shock absorber, to replace that double wishbone shock absorber. So that can go in the bin. These wheels are going to have to be separated, fixed, and rebalanced, etc. That one's only on 30%, so that needs a new rim. That's a rim from a Chapman, I think it was. I think we need 2 rims, to be honest. Let's just go to the rim shop while we're here, and then look for Chapman. Okay, rim for a Chapman to get the right size now, so let's have a look at what we're dealing with. Let's see. This is a big list. Wow. There it is. The rim Chapman 15-inch ET0. Put that one on. Okay, so the rim Chapman 15-inch ET0, 2 of. Go. Okay. So where are the 2 old ones, right? We now have a 13% one and a 8% one. And we have 2 brand new ones to go. 46% on the tyres, which means they should be good to be reinstalled. I don't think we need to replace that, actually. Just let me quickly look at the order, because I don't know if it's going to tell us on here. It just says Rim Chapman. Rim Chapman just sounds like the ILO, doesn't it? So we'll take a gamble here and say, because the tyres are on 46%, we don't need to actually do anything with that. Take that. Balance that one up. While it's doing that. Pop that one on there. This one on the left takes longer than that one, so it's worth sticking that on here first and then getting this one going, because this will be finished, even though it started afterwards. Okay, take that. Put that one on. Right, what else do we need? Well, that's balancing up. Let's work our way down the list. So third row, we need bottom suspension arm and a brake caliper and a ventilated brake disc. Bottom suspension arm, okay. That's 9 here. Suspension, bottom suspension arm. Is that one? Needed a ventilated disc, I think it was, and I think we needed a brake drum, and I'm sure there was a caliper in there. Let's have a quick look. Okay, why is my list suddenly in a completely different order? No idea. Right, bottom suspension arm is done. Yeah, that's right, because that's on 46%. It's completely reordered my list. That's why has it done that? Okay, that's completely thrown me. Okay, brake caliper. It's that one. Ventilated brake disc is that one. A brake drum is that one. It's gone back to the right order now. That was really weird. Did I just do something, or was that a weird bug? Right, brake pads. We need a brake pad, and we need a front axle knuckle cover. Brake pad, and a front axle knuckle cover. Brake pad can go. You've got to be so careful with this stuff. Front axle knuckle cover, which we have a new one. Righty, inner tie rod. Inner tie rod, a leaf spring. Actually, we need 2 of these, look. 2 leaf spring U-bolts, and an inner tie rod. Leaf spring U-bolt. Inner tie rod. I think I needed 2 of those. Leaf spring U-bolt, yeah I did. Inner tie rod's done. Another leaf spring U-bolt and a leaf spring plate. Leaf spring U-bolt and a leaf spring plate. Okay. Outer tie rod and a rear axle knuckle housing B. Let's do the outer tie rod first. And a rear axle knuckle housing B, which is that one. It's a good job we've got so much money. Crikey. Right, outer tie rod is done. Knuckle cover B is done. Getting there. Nearly done. Solid rear axle drive. Sorry, solid rear drive axle. And a solid axle control arm. Let's look for solid. So, how convenient. Solid rear drive axle, solid axle control arm. Dropped on that pretty well. Let's get rid of the solid rear drive axle that's broken. Let's get rid of the... Right. What have we got? Sway bar. Front end link B and an upper suspension arm. Let's see. Sway bar. Front end link B and a suspension... Oh, hang on. Suspension... Double check that. Sway bar, front end link B, upper suspension arm, and a wheel hub cap. I think we're done. Crikey. Upper suspension arm and a wheel hub cap. Okay. Do I see any more red in here? Yes, I do. The front steering knuckle C. Front steering knuckle C. Any more red? Nope. I think we've got our new components. Everything's balanced. Everything's been assembled. Okay, I think we're ready to rock and roll here. Let's start over here. Wheel hub's going back on. Brand new drive axle is going in. Doesn't need replacing. Old brake shoes don't need replacing. Brand new brake drum can go in. That one's got a brand new rim on it. Wing our way over here. Cap on. Didn't need to replace the spring. Let's get rear shock on there. Brand new control arm goes in. Brand new leaf plate. Some lovely shiny new leaf spring U-bolts. Okay. Shiny rear knuckle housing. I mean, I don't know what this breaks down as, but this is going to cost the guy a fortune. He said he didn't have much money, but this was just not worth it, in my opinion. Beyond economical. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, that's not ticked off as many as I figured it should, if I'm honest with you. Like the brake drum's not been ticked off. But why not? Why does that brake drum need repairing? This is going to get annoying really quickly. Okay, so now it wants the brake drum. Brake pads? I mean, that could be... That's those down there, okay. Upper suspension arm, brake disc ventilated, wheel hub cap cover. 2 rim Chapmans is... That's annoying. That's very annoying, actually. Okay, so apparently we need to put a new brake drum in. Even though it's on 46% like everything else. Which makes me worried. How many other things are going to be like that? I'm trying to save this guy money here. This is on 46%. Like, half the car is on 46%. How does this make any sense? I haven't got much money, he said. Well, tough, mate, because apparently you're going to have a load of stuff replaced, which you don't need. AKA a typical mechanic. Just try not to be. I'm not going to put the wheels on yet, you know. Because I just know this game is going to be really annoying with us. So I'm just going to leave that off for now. Let's get all the major stuff underneath there. Then see where we stand. Okay. Like that. Front sway bar B. Front sway bar B. Is that in here? Sway bar. Front end link B. Okay. So apparently we don't need to replace that one. There's just no consistency here at all. Brand new inner tie rod on this side, but the 46% one on the other side, probably not. Didn't mention anything about rubber bushings, so... In 5 minutes' time, we're going to be disassembling all this again. I'm telling you now. I'm calling it. Suspension arm with 2 old rubber bushings, which makes no sense whatsoever. Come on, camera. Front wheel hub. Brand new ventilated brake disc. Brand new brake pads. An old brakes caliper cylinder? Really? Okay, I'm going to highlight all the things that are currently not done, so we know that they have to be 100% when we put them in. Don't remember buying one of those. Definitely don't remember buying one of those. Wheel hub bearing. Okay. Gonna outer tie rod's done. Do you know what? I don't think I need to do the wheel hub bearing. I think it just tricked me. You scumbag game. Okay, there's something back there that needs doing. This guy here. The solid rear drive axle. Apparently we need a new one of these. Nobody told us. And this one's on 46%. See, I take issue with this. There's parts on here that are on 46% on this car that don't need replacing, and there are parts on 46% that do need replacing. And the only way to tell which is to actually look at the list of parts. But again, that makes no sense, because if a guy walks into my mechanic workshop and says to me, I haven't got much money, but I need it to run, I'm going to look at this and go, well, this axle's on 47%. It's fine. We don't need a new one of these, so why are you making me replace it? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So we're down to a rim Chapman, which is hopefully... No, it's not, is it? It's clearly not. Which one is it? Must be this one. Okay, let's reassemble this. And then we've got all the new parts to put on, of course. It's like the bushings as well. Like, if you're going to put a brand new part on there, you're not going to put the old bushing back. Like, the bushing is, you know, an item that easily wears down, but it's not that expensive. I kind of feel like they should put a bit more realism into this. Or at least things that just logically make sense. When they're designing these kind of, in quotes, missions, at least stick with some kind of logic. Let's put the... So I'm just not convinced about that at all. Look how rusty that is. This can't be right. This cannot be right. How does this work? How can we be putting this back? This absolutely nasty 46%. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the rim is the one on the other side. The right-hand side one that needs replacing. So we do need to take that off and replace it. What are we missing here? What's missing? Yeah, so you can see it highlighted blue. Did I basically put the brand new one on the wrong side? I think I did, you know. I think what I can do is take this brand new one off here, because it doesn't want this wheel replacing, and I think we can put one of the old ones on this side. Because specifically, it's this one that needs to be the new one, because that's what the customer specified. There you go. Let's have a look. It is as well. It's just absolutely hilarious. Okay. Something's not right over here. Obviously missed a component. Is it one of the bushings? What's going on? Oh, I remember. It's the hidden wheel bearing and the cap. There you go. Not obvious, that one. Easy to get caught out by it. Okay, now, if we bring this down a bit now, I think we can stick all the brand new accessories onto his car. No, apparently... Oh, hang on. Assemble mode. There we go. Okay, brand new door. You didn't want it sprayed, did you, mate? You didn't ask for it to be sprayed. You just asked for a new door. See, the thing is, once we get, like, level 14 billion, we can actually have a paint shop. And we can actually spray the car to the colour the customer wants. But you have to be, like, super advanced expert to spray cars, so we don't get to do that. What else have we got? Front right fender. Oh, yeah. It's looking a treat. Look at that. You beauty. From... What's that? Stupid, horrible light didn't shine in our face quite so much. From an absolutely awful car to, well... It's stuck together with sticky tape, but it's pretty operational. That job was interesting. Money spent 3,400. So this is how much it's going to cost the guy, 3,400. Plus, presumably, he's going to have to pay all that. The car's not even worth that. Now, we're trying to get another 500 XP to level 12, but I don't know if we're going to get it or not. There's a rubber What? There's a rubber bushing missing from the car? Oh my god. Well, rip me. Where did I nick that rubber bushing from? Oh, my life. Oh, hang on. Wasn't here. Wasn't here. It must be at the back. Oh, it could be... The thing is, it doesn't highlight things like this, stuff that I've basically removed, but not actually put back. Oh my god. Well, this camera's really helping. There it is. Good job the customer spotted that one, eh? Hey, I'm not picking my car up. I can feel the rubber bushes missing in the car somewhere. Right, let's try that again. Whew. Oh, you scumbag, we're not even anywhere near level 12. Look at that. 5,249. Are you serious? We've got like 100 XP for that or something. Wow, game. Just wow. Okay, so the quest for level 12 continues. You know what? I think what we'll do in the next one, I'm going to do some of that stuff out there. I'm not going to take the, what's the story mode job coming up? That's the next story mode job. Seems my trip was a little too much for me not to mention my car. Let's a little wait. Please do what you can so I can drive my car again. Yeah, we'll go on a venture outside, maybe pick up something out the barn or that kind of thing and then do a job. So we'll have to end it here. That's enough for this video, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that rather mammoth, tedious job. And next time we're going to do something a bit more fun on our quest to upgrade this workshop into something bigger. Take it easy, and see you in the next one. And happy repairing.